This is the Roulette Master, and I'm so excited for today's video because one of my subscribers, Steve Lolico, says that he has a system that will defeat the Play Like a Pro system that I use in the casino all the time. I can't wait to see if he's right or not, and we're going to have a head-to-head matchup today, 15 minutes of play time each, and let's go ahead and get started with the original Play Like a Pro first. And we're going to start with 1 to 18 for $10 because the last two are 19 to 36. And the timer is set for 15 minutes, and here we go. I can't wait to show you Steve's new system and also show you Play Like a Pro again. So that is a win right there, and that puts us up $10. So now we're going to bet on red because the last two are black. So another $10 bet here, and here we go. All right, that is a 5 red. And that's a win. So now we're going to switch to even because the last four are odd. So we'll have 10 on even now. We're up $20. And let's spin again. So we're looking for any one of those 6 outside bets with at least 2 to bet against. And that's a 26 black. That's another win. So now you can see we're up 30. And for the first time, we're spinning without betting because we don't have 2 to bet against out of those 6 outside bets, which are red, black, odd, even, and 1 to 18 and 19 to 36. So now we have 2 blacks and 2 even, so we could go odd or we could go red. Let's go ahead and go red for 10. And here we go, we're up 30. And let's see what we get here. That is a 1 red. All right, that's a win. So we're up $40 now, and the next bet will be 19 to 36 because the last two are 1 to 18. So here we go. 19 to 36 for $10, and we're a minute 40 in out of 15, and that's a 30 red. All right, so we are currently up 50 now, and the next bet needs to be black because the last two are red. And here we go. All right, that's a 15 black. Okay, that's a win. So now we're up $60, and let's see. We need to spin without betting for the first time in a while because we don't have 2 in a row to bet against, and that's a 3 red. Okay, now we have 2 odds in a row, so we'll go even for 10. And we're up 60. Let's go ahead and spin here. We're 2 minutes, 20 seconds in. That's 11 black, and that's a loss. So that was on even, so we will go from 10 to 20. And this is a $1,300 bankroll system. And here we go. That's an 18 red. Okay, that's a win. So now we're looking for a new bet. We have 2 1 to 18s in a row, so we'll be on 19 to 36. You can see we're up $70, and anytime we get a win, we're able to reset because we pick up, not only do we win, but we pick up an extra unit of profit. And there's a loss on 19 to 36, so we'll go, we'll double the bet to 20. And here we go. Let's see what we get. Again, anytime you win, you pick up an extra unit of profit. That's a 9 red. That's another loss. Okay, so we will go from 20 to 40 on 19 to 36, and this just gives you a 2 head start on the progression. And there's another loss. That's a 13 black. So the great thing about this is that if we get further down the road where we're like say at 360 and we get the win, then we would have busted with traditional martingale, and that's the beauty of Play Like a Pro. But we just got the win there, so we didn't have to go that far. So it's time to place our next bet, and we have 2 odd numbers in a row, so let's go even for 10. You can see we're up $80 now, and let's spin. Each time we get one of those wins, we pick up another $10 unit. And here we go. That is a 30 red. And that's a win. So now we have 2 red and 2 19 to 36s in a row, so we have a choice. And let's go ahead and go 1 to 18 for 10. And that's the opposite of 19 to 36. So here we go. Ooh, that's a loss though. That's a 31 black. So we would have lost either one of them there. So let's go ahead and rebet double and spin. Now we have $20 on 1 to 18. We're 5 minutes, 3 seconds in. And that's a win. That's a 14 red. Either one would have won on that one. And we're up 100. And we need to spin without betting for the first time in a while, because we don't have 2 to bet against. And here we go. And that's a double zero. That's a great time to not bet. So we're going to spin again, get 2 fresh numbers, and then we'll place the bets again. We're 5.5 minutes in out of 15. There's a 2 black. So we'll do 1 more spin since we had that 0 and get ourselves 2 fresh numbers. And that's a 17 black, so let's see what we have. And we have 2 black numbers, also 2 1 to 18 numbers. Let's go 19 to 36 for 10. And let's spin. Here we go. And we got it. That's a 34 red. It's a good thing. Well, we would have chose red the otherwise, so we would have won either way. We're up 110 now, and we need to spin without betting again and see what we get here. We don't have 2 to bet against. That's a 26 black. Okay, so now we can go 1 to 18 or odd. Let's go odd for 10. And we're up 110. Let's spin. Here we go. We got our head start, and we're off and running. We're 6.5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a loss, so we will double the bet. Now we'll have 20 on odd. And here we go. That's another loss. That's a 28 black, so we will double the bet again. And again, if we say we make it to like 160 or 320 and we actually lose at that point, we win at that point, then then we probably would have busted with traditional martingale. We got the win there. Let's spin without betting. We're up $120. And here we go. We're 7 minutes, 15 seconds in out of 15 minutes. That's a 21 red. So now we can go black or even. Let's go even for 10. And we're up 120. Here we go. I can't wait to share with you Steve Lilico's new system. He's really, really excited about this one. I can't wait to share with you. So let's double that to 20 now after that loss. And see if we can get an even number. But there's a loss. That's a 3 red. So let's go ahead and double again. Now we're at 40. And come on even. Let's see a good even number. And we got one. That's a 36 red. Fantastic. That puts us up 130. Let's go ahead and go black now for 10. There's a bunch of red numbers in a row there. We're 8 minutes, 15 seconds in. And that's a 29 black. And that's a win. So now we can go 1 to 18 for 10, because the last 2 are 19 to 36. We're up $140. And here we go. That is a 0. Okay. So let's double the bet. And we'll be on 1 to 18 for 20. And we got it. That's a 14 red. Fantastic. And we're up 150 now. We needed one more number because we have that 0 in there, so we have 2 fresh numbers to place our bet. And that's the 32 red. Okay, so we can go odd or black. Let's go black for 10. We're up 150. And let's spin. Here we go. We're 9 minutes, 10 seconds in out of 15. That's a 19 red. That's a loss, so we will double the bet and spin. Here we go. But we have our nice head start. And let's see if we can get the win here. And I think that's the win. That's a 8 black. Fantastic. We're up 160. And let's go ahead and spin without betting and get 2 numbers to bet against. That's a 26 black, so let's see what we have. We can go red or odd. Let's go ahead and go odd for 10. We're up 160, and here we go. We're almost 10 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 4 black. That's a loss, so we will double the bet to 20 on odd. The progression on this is 10, 20, 40, 81, 60, 320, 640. And that's another loss. So let's rebet, double. Now we have a $40 bet here. Let's see if we can get the win. And that's another loss. That's a 34 red. So we will rebet, double. Now we have an $80 bet. And let's see what we get here. Ooh, that's a 0. So one thing I do in these long progressions, if I hit 0, is I don't increase the bet on that bet. So let's go ahead and stay at $80 and spin. It's the only time I do that is when I hit 0, and that's a 7 red. We got the win. We would have won anyway, but that dropped us back in profit a little bit, back to $90. So let's spin again. And I'm okay taking a partial loss like that, just because almost every time you bust with Play Like a Pro, there's a 0 involved. And let's go 19 to 36 now for 10. Let's see if we can get back into to over 100 again. And we're 11 minutes 20 seconds in. That's an 18 red. That was close, but no cigar. So we're going to double the bet. Now we'll have 20 on 19 to 36. And here we go. And we got the win. That's a 24 black. That puts us back up to 100 again. And we'll go odd on this next bet because we have 3 evens in a row. All right, we're almost 12 minutes in out of 15 here. That is a 1 red. And that's a win. So we're climbing back up there. We're up 110, and let's go ahead and spin without betting. So we have 2 numbers to bet against, and here we go. That's a 2 black. Okay, we have 2 low numbers, so let's go 19 to 36 for 10. We're 12 minutes 15 seconds in. That's a 35 black. That's a win. So now we can go red for 10. We have that head start, and let's take advantage of it. We're up 120. And that's a loss. That's a 17 black. So we will rebet and double. Now we'll have $20 on red. We're 12 minutes 45 seconds in. That's another loss with an 8 black. All right, so we're just going to double again up to $40 on red. We have our head start. Let's take advantage of it. And there we go. That's a 25 red. Okay, we're up 130 now. So let's go ahead and see what we can bet on. It looks like we need to spin without betting. But we don't do that a lot with this system because we have all 6 bets to look at. And that's a 2 black. All right, we need to spin one more time. Still don't have anything to bet against here. And we're 13 minutes 30 seconds in. That's a 22 black. So now we can go red or odd. Let's go ahead and go red for 10. And spin, and then we will check our balance. Let's see what we get here, though. That's a 22 black. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and rebet and double to $20. And here we go. We're coming up on 14 minutes on this first part of the challenge. That's a 7 red. That's a win. All right, we're back to 140 profit. Let's spin without betting and get 2 to bet against. Here we go. Okay, that's a 0. So that's a good time to spin without betting, right? So let's do that again, get 2 fresh numbers. That's a 13 black. All right, one more. Let's get 2 fresh numbers to bet against. That's a 4 black. Okay, so we can go 19 to 36 or red. Let's go red for 10. We're currently up 140. Here we go. All right, let's see what we get. It's a 15 black. Okay, so let's double the bet to 20 and stay on red. Here we go. And we got it. That's a 21 red. Fantastic. Let's check our balance. We're up $150. Oh, and I just realized we just ran out of time. The timer is up for 15 minutes. And Play Like a Pro did fantastic, as usual. And now it's time for Steve Lilico's new system that he said will beat Play Like a Pro. I can't wait to see it. He says it will change everything. And I hope that he's right. Let's check it out. Here we go. All right, it is time for Steve Lilico's new roulette system. I can't wait for it. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to make money with this at the casino. This is going to be a two-part system. One of the parts involves the 12s. Another part involves the 6 outside bets. Let's jump right into it. And once I get the bets placed, we will start the timer. We'll start with 10 on first and second 12. The timer is set, and let's spin. Here we go. Okay, that is a 30 red. So we lost the first one. We're going to sit out until we don't hit third 12 or 0, like a lot of other systems. But this system is going to be very different, and it's going to have another feature with it. So that's a 2 black. So we didn't hit third 12 or 0. So we're going to increase from 10 to 30. And at the same time, we're going to be checking out the numbers on the left side there. And there's another trigger with this system. So here we go. Let's go ahead and spin. I'll share with you what that trigger is. And that's a 00. Wow. Not the best start, but that's okay. We have a lot of time left. We're going to go from 30 to 50 once we sit out. So let's sit out first and spin without betting until we don't hit third 12 or 0. That protects us from what just happened there, which would be a consecutive loss. So let's spin again. And even if we hit 10 in a row, third 12 or 0, we wouldn't lose. Look at that. That saved us again. So we're not going to lose on any of these third 12s or 0s with a system that only loses on third 12s and 0s. Look at that. That saved us again. So we would have lost all of those 4 bets, but we did not. So we're going to spin till we don't hit third 12 or 0. But that's just a small part of this system. And there's a lot more to show you here. Look at that. Another one. That's 5 in a row we would have lost, but we did not lose them. We're just waiting for it to not hit third 12 or 0. Okay, it's time to bet again. So now we're going to go from 10 to 30. Just like that. Actually, I'm sorry, from 30 to 50. We're going up 2 units after every loss. So here we go. And that's a 22 black. That's a win. And when we get a win, we're going to go back 1 unit. So we're going to have 40 now on first and second. Let's go ahead and spin again here. Here we go. That's a 36 red. That's another loss. So we need to remember we were at 40, so the next bet will be 60. But we're going to sit out first. But again, there's also another part to this that I haven't shared with you yet. So stay tuned for that. That's a 27 red. And look at that. That saved us from losing again. That's incredible. And here we go. That's a 3 red, so it's time to bet again. Now we're going to have 60 on first and second. There we go. And let's go ahead and spin. Same time, I'm looking at the numbers on the left-hand side because there's a trigger to this I haven't shared with you yet that's going to be coming up. And my goodness, there's another loss. Worst case scenario. And that is 60 each, so the next bet will be 80. But first we're going to spin without betting. Make sure we don't have multiple third 12s or 0s. Okay, it's time to bet again. So we'll have 80 on first, 80 on second. Let's go ahead and spin, and the trigger just happened. So once you hit 5 in a row of any of the 6 outside bets, which we just did, you're going to also place a bet on the opposite. So let's do that as well. And here we go. That's a 35 black. Okay, and we lost, we won the extra bet there. However, we lost again on the 12s. So if you look at that, the last bet there, we had 80 on each of those. So the next bet will be 100 since we lost the first and second 12. But first we need to sit out and spin without betting. Okay, so it's time to bet again. Now we'll have 100 on each. It's still early. We still have plenty of time. We're just starting out with poor numbers on this one. and I really like it, so I think it'll come back here. Let's see what happens. All right, that's a win. That's a 20 black. So now we'll go back a unit to that was at 50. I mean at 100 each. Now we'll go to 90 each. Back one unit. So let's do that. All right, let's go ahead and spin. We're 4 minutes 45 seconds in. That's a win. That's a 24 black. So now after that win, we're going to go from 90 to 80, and here we go. And it looks like another trigger might be coming our way. Let's spin there, and if we get another black number, we'll also have another trigger. And that's a 30 red. Ooh, that's another loss. So we're going to go from 80 to 100. And first we need to spin without betting. But again, it's real early. We're only 5 minutes in out of 15. And that saved us again. Look at, we might look at the, how bad we've done. But we've had so many third 12s since we started this. I think we're going to come back. And let's see. Look at that. It just saved us again. Do you know how many third 12s we've hit that we normally would have lost? But we haven't lost hardly any of them. So let's check it out here. Okay. So it's time to bet again. We didn't hit a third 12 or 0. And we're going to go to 100 each. And spin. Let's turn this thing around. I know this system can do well. And I know Steve's really excited about it. I think it's going to come back. Okay, we wanted 100 each. And now we're going to go to 90. Okay, 180 total, and let's spin. We just need to get on a roll here. There's another win. That's a 14 red. Fantastic, and you can see that was at 90 each, so we're at 80 each now. All right, there we go, and let's spin. Okay, there's another win. That's a 1 red. That's another win. So we'll go to 70 each now. Check our balance. We're minus 110. All right, let's see if we can continue the win streak and make up for that really bad losing streak that we started out with. And that's a 24 black. So we're coming back already. We're going to go from 70 to 60. And if we get this one, we'll be back in profit again. All right, here we go. And we did. That's a 7 red. Fantastic. So now we'll go from 60 to 50. And let's spin. Here we go. Come on. That's another win. That's a 12 red. So we'll go from 50 to 40 now. Now you can see we're up $70, so that happened pretty quickly. And we're turning this thing around here. That's a 34 red. Okay, and we lost at 40 each, so we'll sit out and spin. We're also looking for triggers on the left-hand side. That's a 3 red, so it's time to bet again. And if we get one more red, we'll have another trigger as well. So you can see on the last one there, we were at 40 each, so now we're going to go to 60 each. Up 2 units on losses, and here we go. We're 8 minutes, 13 seconds in. And that's a win. That's a 4 black. Okay, so we're going to go from 60 to 50. And here we go. I'm also looking at the 4, I guess we don't have 4 in a row there. I'm still looking at the numbers over there on the left-hand side to make sure that once we have 5 in a row of an outside bet, we bet on that as well. That's a win. That's a 9 red. So we'll go from 50 to 40. Now we're up $100. And let's go ahead and spin again here and see what we get. That's a 30 red though. That's a loss. So the next bet after this will be 60 each. We're going to go from 40 to 60. But first we're going to spin and make sure we don't have consecutive losses here. And we did not hit a third 12 or 0. So now we go to 60 each. and spin. Here we go. All right. That's a win. That's a 10 black. So now we're going to go from 60 to 50. And we're up 80. Let's go ahead and spin here. We're almost 10 minutes in out of 15. But there's another loss. That's a 27 red. So we're going to go from 50 to 70 after we sit out. But first, let's make sure that we don't have consecutive losses. And it's time to bet again. We didn't hit a third 12 or 0. So you can see we had 50 each. Now we're going to go to 70 each. And spin. Let's see if we can get back on a winning streak here after that really bad start. And there's a win right there on a 15 black. Okay, so we're up 50. We're going to go from 70 to 60, back 1 unit. Let's go ahead and spin, then we'll look for triggers as well. We're 10 minutes, 20 seconds in. And that's a loss. That's a 36 red. So we'll go from 60 to 80 after we sit out. That's why you need the bankroll. And here we go. It's 11 black. That's not a third 12 or 0. So again, now we'll go from 60 to 80. 160 total, and let's go ahead and spin. And we're 10 minutes, 45 seconds in out of 15, and that's a win. Okay, now we're going to go from 80 to 70. Okay, we're up 10. Let's go ahead and bet again here. We're 11 minutes in out of 15 now. That's a 7 red. That's a win. All right, so we're up 80 now. We'll go to 60. Back 1 unit. And let's spin. All right, let's see if we can go on a run here. Oh, just as I said that, we hit a 0. Okay, so we're going to go be at 80 once we're done sitting out, but let's make sure we don't have back-to-back losses. And here we go. That's a 19 red. It's time to bet again. So we will put 80 now on first and second. And let's go ahead and spin, see if we can get back in positive profit here. And we're coming up close to 12 minutes. But there's another loss. That's a 26 black. Ouch. So the next bet's going to be 100. We need to sit out first. And make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. We did not. So now we go to 100 each. And spin. And we have 3 minutes left. Let's go on a run here. There's a win. That's a 7 red. Okay, now we'll go to 90. And spin at 90 each. And here we go. That's a win. That's an 18 red. Okay, so we'll be at 80 now. Back 1 unit on wins. And let's go ahead and spin here. At the same time, I'm keeping track of that left-hand side, seeing if we have any 5 in a row. But there's a loss, so we go 80 to 100 again. But first we need to sit out. And let's make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. And that just saved us again there, guys. Even though we started out really rough with this, I tell you what, it saved our butt a bunch of times. And let's see what we get here. Oh, look at that, it saved us again. So we would have lost all of those, but we did not lose any of them because we're sitting out and making sure we don't have consecutive losses. So there's a number that's not a third 12 or 0. And now we're going to increase the bet to 100 each. And let's see if we can get some wins in a row here before we finish. We have a little over a minute and a half left. But man, there's another loss. Okay, so we'll be at 120 after we sit out this time. And let's make sure we don't hit a third 12 or 0. And we did. It saved us again. But we'll need some good spins after this. Even though it's saving us, we're getting so many third 12s. It's hard to come back from. And look, it saved us again there. We would have lost that one as well. Look at all these third 12s. My goodness. Now it's time to bet again. We have a minute left. Let's go on a run. Okay, we'll have 120 on each now, 240 total. Let's get some wins here in this last minute and get ahead. Oh my goodness, another loss. Wow. Okay, so that's at the next bet will be 140, but we have to sit out first. And it saved us again. So lots of good and bad. The bad is that we've had so many third 12s. The good is that we actually have missed out on lots of losses. So let's get a win here, and let's see if we can finish strong. And that's a win with the 1 red. Okay, that's we'll be at 130 now. All right, 260 total. Let's see what we get here. And that's a 10 black. That's a win. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll be one more here, and this is our last spin. So let's see what we get. And that's a win. That's a 2 black. So I really feel like this is a good system by Steve Lillico, and I think it would have come back, but we just ran out of time with the 15-minute timer, and we ended up minus 190. So Play Like a Pro was victorious today, but I really like what Steve Lillico has going on here. In addition to what we were doing there, we were also looking for 5 in a row of an outside bet to bet against at the same time, and take advantage of that as well. But I hope you really enjoyed today's video and all the videos lately. And if you're enjoying the content, please like, share, and subscribe, and keep growing this great community of people. I think that's fantastic, and I'm just so lucky that everyone's sending in such great systems every day. Remember to send them to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com and let me know who you'd like your system to go up against in a head-to-head matchup. And hope you're really enjoying the channel. Again, if you are, please like, share, and subscribe and grow this great community. I really appreciate everyone. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.